Hey everyone, thanks for coming by. So I've been waiting eagerly to do some full-size pieces scaled right down into a kind of miniature. And during my time tattooing, I've become all too aware that my tendencies towards the more obscure styles can make committing to large-scale work for clients less likely. This had me thinking that working on these miniature pieces can make my more abstract work available and more accessible to those that are interested in having something unique. I had a great time and flowed right on through this one, with the reference being from a charcoal drawing that I did maybe 7 years ago while living in Queensland. That meant I was already familiar with the image and enjoyed the nostalgia. My client let me know that they have always had a liking to this piece in particular and that they wanted it as is. In hearing this, some complications arose, and I explained how the particular piece, if done large on an arm, would lose visibility due to the warping, and that this would force us to change so many elements that the client's initial liking to the drawing itself would be lost, and instead would have something similar but not in the line of the initial request. I was then asked if I would be able to do it smaller maybe, and as I had already had this on my mind, I jumped at the opportunity. Working small is something I find quite relaxing, and it gives me an opportunity to play with different ink application techniques and build up a variety of textures throughout the whole design. I feel I managed to accomplish the replication of the original drawing with only minor alterations needed to break up the general outline, so that it could integrate nicely into the skin and amongst other tattoos. Some thoughts on whip shading with liners. I find this technique to be quite stunning when applied to the skin, as it offers all the values available that a mag has while healing super fast and giving a flatness to it that I find suitable for a variety of styles, whether to break up a grey wash piece or as the base for an entire piece in itself. To elaborate on the term flatness, picture shading with a mag and the saturation levels being so high with some techniques that the values created are dependent on the actual mixture of the wash itself. Alternatively, with whip shading, the value is built up by the amount of bare skin left in between each needle marking. And by doing this, your values are made up entirely of black. Of course, whip shading with different washes is an option, and I do like to work like this on occasion, but I can speak to that some more in another video. To me, the benefits in using only black ink and instead varying your pressure and distance between needle marks achieves a uniform state that helps the eyes to take in the whole image quickly. Tell you what, I think we should talk off the cuff a little bit. I'm tired of sounding like a robot. It's hard to make friends when you're a robot. People don't like robots, they don't trust them. I blame the movies personally. Well, I remember the first time I tried whip shading. I think I was tattooing a peony. I just flicked that mag out. I left some dots behind. I was like, hey, that's cool. What if I do it with a liner? I did that, and hey, that was cool too. Ever since that day, I've just been flicking liners and flicking mags all over the place. Adds a little something different. Hey, you pack that grey wash, that's cool. I love packing grey wash, but I like flicking liners as well. You know, you don't always gotta colour that duck in yellow. Sometimes you can colour that duck in blue. You know what else? Hardest thing of this? Saying goodbye. You know, I guess that's like real life. It's hard to say goodbye sometimes, but you always have to. Well, goodbye, guys. Have a great night. Love your friends. Love your family. Love your pets. Don't pop your peas. Good night. Mwah. Sweet dreams, baby.
My heart is sad and lonely.
Yo.
I have for I have for I have
Yo.
for